Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
This defense for the Broncos very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Now Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
There he goes, left side. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
60 by 6, 60.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 4. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
44, ready.
Tua going to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Tua sets up to pass it. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to pass. Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
These two teams all tied after one.
Ready up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The slot man in motion right. First down, here's Estime. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
A give, running right, H.M. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Listen up.
A run straight ahead with H.M.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Across midfield. He's on his way. Tyreek Hill.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Smith catches left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Ready. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Pushes him aside at the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready, Jack?
Here's Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And no sidestepping that hit. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Off the play fake, Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing Nix. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now it's Nix. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Here we go.
Nix to the air.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Marvin Mims.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
All right, come on.
From the gun, it's Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Estime.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go, shot.
Nix from the shotgun.
Flush to his right. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's good. 4 on Denver.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
Here's Nix.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Marvin Mims
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On the handoff, it's Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. And they'll give this to Achane. He can't get him down. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Come on, two. Ready. Hey, number one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2.
Alert!
They'll hand it to Estime. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 80 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Estime once more.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the give, it's Estime.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
But someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extreme.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Now he's loose again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. On play action, here's Nix.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.